Hi guys, welcome back to my SSC Mathematics series from zero to guru. Today I'm going to teach you basic operations on number basis. In the last videos, I taught you how to convert number different from base 10 to another base different from base 10. I hope you understand that. If you have any question on that, you can comment you can comment them on the comment section. So today we are moving to basic operation on number basis. Don't forget we have four basic operations in mathematics. So we have addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. So but for the case of this series, we are going to cover addition, subtraction and multiplication because from your WAEC and NECO syllabus, so these are some of the operations you will be asked. So division is not that difficult, so I could also make a video on that too. So today we are going to start with addition. How do you add two different numbers together? How do we add two number of the same basis together? It is not difficult, it is what you know before, but what you have to focus is the principle I've told you. Don't forget the principle. When you are working in a base, the number in that particular base must compose of number or digit between between 0 and that digit minus 1. You understand now? And don't forget, I told you that the standard base you've been working with right from your primary school is that of what? Is that of base 10. Let me give you an example. Suppose you want to add these two numbers together. Don't forget they are not having any base here. So not having a base translates to the fact that the number is written on base 10 in base 10. So it means your calculation, the digit must compose of number between 0 and h, 0 and 9. So if I have 4 plus 7 here, 4 plus 7 is 11. Are you going to write everything together? No. So you are going to write 1 and keep 1. How do you know you are going to write 1 and keep 1? Since we have 11 and you are working in base 10, then you are going to divide the number you obtain which is greater than 10 by 10 and write the remainder. You understand now? So for example, 11 divided by 10 will give me 1, right? You know I have 11 divided by 10. I'm going to have 1, remainder 0. Then you are going to write this remainder and keep this number. I hope you understand now. So you could just transfer the same principle from base 10 to other base. So if I'm working in base 2 and I know that from that principle when I'm working in the base 2 which is binary number, then I must have my number must compose of what? 0 and what? And 1. You understand now? So it means if you have a number that are greater than 0 and 1, so what you are going to have is to divide the number by 2 first and write the remainder. Let me give you an example to back it up. Number 1, if I have 110 base 2 plus 11 base 2. Don't forget solution. So I'm going to have 110 base 2, 11 base 2. So don't forget we are operating in base what? In base 2. And the principle behind the number basis is that when you are working in a particular base, then the numbers you must obtain must compose of number between 0 and that base minus 1. So it means since I'm working in base 2 here, if I have a number that are greater than 2, or if I have a number which is 2 and greater than 2, that is equal or greater than 2, then what I'm going to do is to divide it by 2 and write the remainder. Okay, now let us take it one by one. 0 plus 1 will give me 1. I don't have problem because it still fall on this category. Don't forget we have the interval from 0 to 1. So 1 plus 1 is 2. Is 2 among this number? No, it does not belong to this family. What are you going to do? Then you now divide by 2 since we are working in base 2. Then I say 2 divided by 2, that's 1, remainder what? Remainder 0. Then you write the remainder and keep that one. So for the remaining one, you put it here and add it to this one. 1 plus 1, again, that's 2. Am I going to write 2? If you write 2, that's rubbish. Nonsense. So you cannot write 2. So what are you going to do? You divide the 2 again by 2. Since we are working in base 2, 2 divided by 2, I'm going to have 1 and remainder 0. Then you write the remainder and keep the other one. Who are you going to give the other one? No. So then you have to write it completely now. Then your result will now be 1001 base 2. Another example, suppose I have a number like this, number 231 base 4 plus 233 base 4. Again, the principle is the same like I've explained the other time. So you have 231 base 4, you have 233 base 4. Don't forget you are working in base 4 and you must have the number that the number you must have in this particular base must compose of number between what? Between 0 and what? And 3. So you can have 0, 1, 2, 3, but can you have 4? No. You cannot have 4 or number that are greater than 4. If you have a number that is greater than 4, then you have to convert it to base 4. Okay, let's take it. The first number here, starting from your right hand side, 1 plus 3 is 4. We are working in the base 4. Am I going to write 4? No. If somebody writes 4, that's rubbish, nonsense. So then you have to convert the number to base 4. And to convert it, you have to divide it by 4. How many 4 are we going to see in 4? 1 remainder 0. Then you write 0 here. You keep 1. You keep the 1 here. 1 plus 3, 4. 4 plus 3, that's 7. So you can see that 7 is greater than 4 again. Are you going to write this 7? If you write it, that's rubbish nonsense because the number is greater than 4. Don't forget the principle is that you must have number between 0 and the base, which is 4 minus 1, that is 3. So then you are going to divide again 7 by 4. How many 4 are we going to see in 7? That's 1, remainder 3. Then you are going to write the remainder here and keep the 1 here. So if you have if you add 1 to 2 here, you have 3. 3 plus 2, that's 5. Am I going to write 5? No, because it is greater than 4. Then since it is greater than 4, I'm still going to convert it back to base 4. To convert it, you divide it by 4. How many 4 are we going to see in 5? That's 1, remainder 1. You write the remainder and keep the other number. Since you don't have any number to keep it with, then you write it like this. Then your answer will now be 1130 base 4. So, but let's say for example, you might be given this kind of question 3. I have 120 base 5 plus 343 base 4. So you will see that these two numbers are having two different bases. One is in base 5, the other is in base 4. How do you add these two types of number before? You can do this in two ways. Number one is that you convert the two numbers to base 10. You understand now? So and you convert back, to a base of interest. The question might say you should convert it to a smaller base. If you are to convert it to a smaller base, it means you are going to convert 120 to base 4. 343 is already in base 4. Then you add it and you have your result in base 4. So to do this, suppose the number asks me to convert it to leave my answer in the smaller base, then I have to convert this 120 base 5 to base 4. Don't forget, you cannot convert to base 4 directly. What you have to do first is to convert the number first to base what? To base 10. So since base 10 is the standard base, and to do this, don't forget you are going to mark the number starting from 0, then you have 0, 1, 2. Then what are you going to have? You have 1 times 5 raised to power 2 plus 2 times 5 raised to power 1. Like I've said, we can get rid of this. So since it give me 0, then I have 25 plus 2 times 5, which is equal to 10. That's 35 base 10. Then I can now convert this number, this 35 base 10 to base 4. So to do this, I have 35 base 4. So excuse me. So I have 35 base 10. So to convert it to base 4, then I'm going to divide by 4 repeatedly until I have a number that cannot go again. 3 in 35, that's 8 remainder 3. 4 in 8, that's 2 remainder 0. 4 into 0 remainder 2. Then I have 203 when you write it backwardly. Then it means I have my 120, that is a number in base 5, equivalent to 20 base 4. So it means I can rewrite my question, which is 120 base 5 plus 343 base 4. I can rewrite it as 203 base 4, 343 base 4. So since the question asked me to leave my answer in a smaller base. Okay, now let us do it together. The principle is the same. Don't forget we are working in base 4. Then the number you must have must compose of number between 0 and 3. You must not have 4 or number that are greater than 4. So what is 3 plus 3? 3 plus 3 is 6. Is greater than 4. Am I going to write, if you write it, that's rubbish? Nonsense. So then what you are going to do is to convert it to base 4 by dividing by 4. How many 4 am I going to see in 6? That's 1 remainder 2. Then you write the remainder here. You keep the 1 here. 1 plus 0, that's 1 plus 4, 5. So you cannot write the 5 because it is greater than 4. You still convert to base 4. 4 in 5 will give you 1 remainder 1. You write the 1 here and you keep the 1 here. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. So 6 divided by 4, because we want to convert it to base 4, then I'm going to have 1 remainder 2. If you write the remainder, you write the remainder first. So the rest of the number, which is 1 here, you don't have any number to keep it with, then you put it here. So then that's your result in base 4. So if your question asks you to convert the number or to leave the number in the larger base, then what you are going to do is to convert this guy so to base 5, then you now add it together after you are done. I hope you understand this. If you understand this, I advise you to go to your past question and look at the number the questions on addition of number basis and try it. If you have any problem, you can post it on the comment section and I'm going to answer it by God's grace. Thank you so much, and don't forget to subscribe and click on the like button. So far so good, so memorable. Bye bye.